Okay, welcome back, my seething, sadistic sewer rats. Yes, that's what I was going for. It was just going to be seething sewer rats, but I forgot because I was so focused on not making this piece of shit camera. Bro, I don't know what happened. This camera keeps shaking. And it's not the camera, it's the stand specifically, but it keeps shaking the camera. And it seems to shake on its own. Even when I'm not doing anything, it seems to be shaking on its own. It's so fucking stupid, I have no idea. But anyways, today we're doing sketchbooking, our what course, right? Focusing on implying detail. I believe that's module 2 or whatever. And it's last time we did trees. I did the rock purely for the top right corner of my thumbnails, and now I've actually created some more space, so maybe this won't be as zoomed in, but I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm just trying to make things look clean. It is what it is. But hey, I can draw now, which is nice. So, but I wasted the past 15 fucking minutes trying to figure out this stupid camera setup again. But I think it should be okay now. And I'm just gonna keep it as is. I'm gonna stop moving this thing. I need to put the tape marker elsewhere. But anyways, I'm going to start off with creating a outline. Actually, I'm gonna do this for all my drawings moving forward, specifically for the sketchbooking course. Come on, pen. Bruh. Yo, where's the ink? Kidding me? What's happened to the ink? This thing dry out? There's no way it dried out. I was just using this motherfucker yesterday. Absolutely no way it dried out. Come on. I know you're there. Oh, we gotta have a little glimpse. Whatever. Whoever's watching, just cut forward to when my pen works again, and actually start drawing. I'm gonna figure this out. No pun intended. Figure. Bruh. Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay, finally, we got some ink flow. Only took a few hours, but there you go. Yeah, I don't know why this pen does that. I'll be honest. Yeah, this angle is a great way for me to hate myself. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, I would honestly suggest everyone to try drawing with their finger position like this. It is so insanely difficult. So whatever I draw right now is actually going to be very, very wonky. But it is simply great practice. If not for the main purpose of the sketchbooking course, or this module, which is values, right? That's my understanding. Is Antonio is requesting that we really push the blacks around in the drawing, and like they did back in the early 1900s, and to essentially group the values, right? Now, again, I don't know, clearly, I don't know much about values, right? And it's just kind of from what I know, it's like, okay, there's a lighter section, there's a darker section. I generally have seen and practiced a couple times some rendering techniques, as you can see here. But overall, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna keep trying. Oh, okay, accidentally hit my mic, but I'm gonna keep trying. Okay, now that this is finally cleaned up, the reference is a building. I'm not gonna draw the entire building. I'm just gonna draw. It's not a building. It's a house. It's like a 3-story house. Kind of looks a bit older, right? Interesting. Something you'd see in a more rundown area. It's a corner house, a corner little. Yeah, it's like a 3-story corner little shack. Not a shack. What could you really call this? It's a cabin at 3 floor, is what one of the fucking Pinterest comments is saying. Not really accurate whatsoever, but whatever. That's what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing this house thing, and I'm gonna draw the top part. So let's start by establishing the basic shapes. That's one of the first thing I'm gonna do. It's actually the main thing I'm gonna do. Oh, this is difficult. Drawing like this is so hard. Like macaque. There you go. This is the first one, right? There you go. And again, I'm really just trying to focus on the basic shapes right now. That's something I made the mistake of here. I guess a tree is more difficult to really figure out the basic shapes of, right? At least for me currently. I know there's an environment roadmap, so once I go through that, I'm certain that things like fucking drawing a tree at a basic shape or whatever will be a lot easier, but for the time being, it's not that easy. So that's just the main point to make. Okay, and then this little pipe thing goes down like so, and wraps around like that. We also have this infrastructure. It is very hard to make these thin ass lines, bruh. But I guess that kind of worked, right? So it is what it is. Cool. Okay, but again, I need to really just focus on the main shapes. So let's do something like this thing curves around, because that curves around. It comes in like that. It's gonna be a bit messy. Like, I'm just going to preface by saying that. And this is like a shape that's kind of like that. And this one's also, let's see. Okay. There you go. That was a mistake. That should have been following. These both should have been following this angle. Something like that. This is gonna all look very wonky until hopefully it all comes together and everything makes sense again. Okay, let me just establish this at the very least. Yeah, I definitely need to practice more from Arthur Guptill's book, because I feel as if that's what's going to be what's really going to help my pen and ink rendering. Pen and ink rendering. right now it's just something that I'm doing uh, with no knowledge, right? I don't really have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, if that makes sense, right? I'm kind of just that's a fuck up. Kind of just trying to figure it out as I go along, which is fine. That's exactly how learning goes. But at the same time, I personally do enjoy a little bit more structure. So, and I know for all you brain rotted fuckers, this is very difficult to follow along as well, right? Where are the flashy colors? Where's the man saying the N-word over and over? I only do that in death because I'm progressive. I cannot satisfy your racist dreams because I myself am the object of racism. Look at my pinky. A white man did that to me. Actually gave me surgery, saved my life. Actually, it was an Asian lady. Thank you, Dr. Wong. I always appreciate everything you've done. Damn, these lines are... Well, I knew these lines would be wonky because this angle is fucked. So there's no point worrying about that. But at least now we're getting a bit more structure, right? Structure is good. The most important thing is to always keep thinking about the perspective, which I wasn't doing over here, right? If you were watching, you would know that I wasn't doing that. So that's on me, you know? There you go. Inaccurate, but I tried. There's supposed to be one here as well. This thing is all sorts of fucked, let's be honest. From the reference. I'm just gonna add that thing in anyways. There you go. Let me take a break. Ah, shit, I don't even have my water. Oh, no, I left it upstairs. God damn it. Okay, wonderful, I'm back. I mean, I never went anywhere, but still. Okay, I'm still adding a bit too much detail, in my opinion. But I guess we'll see how this one turns out, right? That comes down like right around here. And that's... Mine is actually a bit inaccurate. It's definitely very inaccurate. But that's not the point right now. Like, I know it's going to be wonky. I've stated this, therefore I'm not upset that it is. Right? Same here. Ah, that was a fuck up. But it's okay. It can make sense. Probably not. But yeah, it is what it is. And there's like a little thing jutting out there. Okay, I guess that will be my base, right? Well, there's a couple more things here that I can do. So let me, I guess, just do that. It's all following this perspective anyways, so... And you can see that this is much harder to do with a brush pen. At least I hope you can see that this is much harder to do with a brush pen, because the lines need to be so fine. And I'm clearly working on that. So it's all a work in progress, which I'm happy about. Honestly, if I wasn't struggling with this, I'd be disappointed in myself, because nothing, especially in art, there's absolutely nothing that is worth doing if it isn't difficult, in my opinion. Right? I have to state in my opinion for you fucking pieces of shites. Oh shit! See, I fucked that up. That's not supposed to be like that. But I guess I can just turn this into that pipe, which was supposed to be next to it. But yeah, it's a good thing I'm struggling. It's very difficult. I'm impressed by those people. This is, again, like, I know yesterday I said, oh, Kim Jong-il is not good of a teacher. What I meant is he just isn't the best at teaching the principles that he's trying to convey. But he still teaches a lot of, he still says everything you need to know. See, that's a fuck up right there. Like, he definitely still says everything you need to know. But I was kind of just playing up the fact that he himself has said he's not a good teacher. And I'm also talking about this because I recently watched a video by THU, right? Trojan Horse was a unicorn, and they just put out this incredible homage to Master Kim because it was recently his death anniversary. So yeah, it was just all really, really sad. But it was basically just he was an exceptional talent. Again, I don't like the word talent, but in his context, and in anyone's context who is good at art or any skill, I think it's appropriate to say the talent is the effort they put into it. That's the way I view it. That's the way I will always view it, right? Feel free to agree, disagree, right? If you agree, I love you. If you disagree, get the fuck off my video. I think that's pretty fair to say. Is it necessary? I think so. If you don't agree with everything I say, are you even a real fan? Yeah, this is the type of shit that makes me really appreciate the process, because even though this looks wonky as fuck, it's still so fun to do. It's actually so fun to do. So that's what I like. That's what I'm appreciating about this right now. Because it's definitely not the art. I definitely don't think the art is anything incredible. But I just like doing it. That makes me happy. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to render all of this. It's definitely going to be difficult. Or is it going to be difficult? I don't know if it's going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be something, right? It's going to be a task for sure. The main thing being to figure out how and what to render, to be honest, right? because again, I'm just using a brush pen. And while the brush pen's very versatile, I am not. Right? I am not anywhere near skilled enough. And that's what I'm working on. So, we're just gonna have to see what I can do, right? We're just gonna have to see what quote unquote art I'm able to create based on my current abilities. And that is why I'm gaping. So very gaping right now. Emphasis on the gay. But let me take another break. That's starting to look like a house, albeit with wonky perspective. I keep reaching down for my water bottle. God damn it. Okay, here comes the fun part, rendering this. Because I really got to figure out how to render this. Well, I guess first we can focus on the blacks. Just like in 1932. I don't know what that means, by the way. I don't know if that date has any significance. But I made a funny, right? I made a haha. He said a thing that could be taken as offensive. That's my whole shtick, isn't it? OMG, Viggy says things. That's basically it, from what I know. I say things, and it makes people go like, "Wow, he said that thing. How could he say that thing?" And then I just hide behind my skin color, and I say, "Yes, I did say the thing, but don't forget that I am not white. Therefore, I can say the thing." And then everybody will be like, "That's not how it works. You can't just say things because you're not white." And then I say, "But wait, I'm not white. I just said the thing." And then they're like, "Oh shit, true. He said the thing." And then we just go in an infinite loop, just like I'm going right now. Honestly, that past 10 seconds hurt my own brain. So I can only imagine what it was like listening to it. Let's do this shit. Okay. Well, I forgot to add the little beams here that are supposed to be supporting the structure, but again, is it really necessary to? Well, I could just do this. And then just like that. Still kind of works. Same thing here. I'm fucking it up a bit, but what is life without some fuck ups, right? Let's do that. Then do this. I think this can all be black. That's what they say at the NBA. That's such a stupid joke. God. They truly are superior in every which way. Okay, now I want to try some rendering, I guess. So let's do this. Now again, it is very, very, almost extremely likely that this will end up becoming quote-unquote over-rendered, but I'm learning, right? I'm just learning, and I'm trying to figure this stuff out, so that's my excuse. What's yours? Right. Then we even got a couple blocks over here. Maybe I can do something like that. Oh wait, and then we got this. Something like that. And okay, I already did that there. Maybe we can, yeah, intersperse this. Right. Like that. And I'm very well aware that this most likely will end up becoming over-rendered. But at the same time, it is my duty to see this through. Right? And then I can literally just put all of this in darkness up until this point where we have another one of these things. Oh shit. Fuck that up. I think I fucked that up. It's okay. With the power of shadows, there are no fuck ups. Ta-da! Good old Bob Ross, right? Happy little accidents. I mean, it's easy to say that when you're extremely skilled, and literally every accident you make is not discernible to the unknowledgeable eye whatsoever. But my viewers are geniuses. That's you guys. You see how I'm making you feel important and special, and like we have a connection by calling you smart and saying other people aren't. That's how you build an audience 101. Yeah, I don't know if that worked, but maybe we could even try cross hatching. Did that work? Who knows? Absolutely, who knows? I sure fucking don't know. And then let's just like a little line here. This is a great exercise in making sure my lines are clean. And this we can just encompass all in black, which is great. Cool. Okay, I guess that's starting to look like a building, right? And what else can we do? Okay, we got a little thingy here. Oh wait, we got this. I completely forgot to add this. Essentially, it's a sort of, I guess, wooden platform. Right? Small little wooden platform. Is it really a platform? Who knows? But I'm trying to use a shadow to define the bottom edge, and then the top can just be this very discrete, or my attempt at discrete, line. Does that work? Who knows? Okay, and then we can do this. Ooh, and then we got this. Also very difficult. These horizontal lines are my bane. This is great line practice, honestly. This is really great line practice. Because if I can make fine lines on a drawing of this scale, I should definitely be good enough for manga. Yeah, and then there's like a thingy here. This is covered in darkness. We got a little rendering thing here. It's like a barbed wire fence, so we can actually just do something like this. Yeah. If the lines were clean enough, there you go. And then we got that. We got something like that. Right? And then there's some. See, like how I can do straight lines, and it's just this angle. This angle is the most difficult. Like right here, you're about to see the difference between this consistency, speed, and thinness, and look at that. Yeah, and going this way isn't as hard as pushing that way. Clearly. But there's more values to be had. Right around here, there's another platform. Let me just. I'm sure, again, like Antonio and who else would have done this in a much more, well, fundamentally correct way. But I'm not fundamentally correct. I'm just gonna have to put some random rendering. Maybe from the back. Yeah, that's very messy. I know it's very messy, but the good thing is part of the messiness comes from my line work, and it's less reflective of. Yeah, it's mainly just my lines, right? So that is a good thing in my opinion, because if it's just a problem of my lines, then that can be worked on. That can 100% be worked on. Again, like I can. Something like that, and then here. We can even. Maybe? Would that work? Okay. And again, I think it's all about just having some sort of consistency in the lines. But again, like that angle is very difficult for me, right? But I think it looks okay. Let me take another break. Yeah, this is very fun to do. I'm not gonna lie. Even if it looks mid, I'm very happy by what I've done so far. Actually, this is all in shadow. There you go. And that's in shadow. Let's see, this is in shadow. And as Antonio said, you really want to sort of add shadows to places that don't really have them, in the sense that you should push where the shadows exist, is I believe what he was trying to say. So in that sense, after I do my one run over this, I may look for other areas to add shadow to. But again, here there's not much of a distinction, so I could just darken this as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, there you go. And then over here. Cool. That looks, I don't know, that looks like something. I think I'm doing my best, which is that I'd like to say all that matters, right? Just Huberman Sensei says it's always about the effort, and I dare I say I am putting a decent amount of effort in, you know. So I'm trying to think, where else can the blacks be emphasized here? Actually, it can be completely just emphasized right here. Just do this. Yeah, there you go. And then it kind of bleeds down over here as well. Yeah, see? That. This shit is so shiny, I can't even tell if it's working or not. But there's that. Maybe I could even... that. That kind of just looks weird. Let me do this. There you go. Honestly, maybe I could just engulf this entire top part in black. I could just do something like this. This is an experiment. This is something that I'm tentatively trying out. This could end up working, this could end up not working. That's actually really important for me to stay right now, is the fact that I can sort of imagine how this would be very impactful, but at the same time, maybe it'll take away from the overall composition, but I would like to think that it hasn't. Now that I look at it, I feel as if this definitely got across what I was trying to do, which is be more powerful, right? If the entire roof is just covered in black, in shadow, not black, like, well, yeah, in blacks, in terms of the people, of course. There's inside every single dot that you see is a fellow Nigerian emailing you for money, but or a South Indian, right? I am actually considered to be a light skin. We're basically we look very, very African. It's actually really cool. You know, the diversity knows no bounds. Just okay. I think this top part is done. But okay, you know what? I see what Antonio was trying to say. It's getting very muddled. So I could literally just do the same thing here. And I think the biggest thing I'm trying to do, which is easy to forget, is to think about this as a 3D shape, right? This is literally just something this is just a world that I'm adding information to. This has already existed. It's kind of what you have to tell yourself, right? Like this information that we're seeing has already existed. I'm just an individual adding clarity to that information, right? That's kind of what we have to tell ourselves. It's a good way to keep, essentially just a way to keep the form in mind. Okay, that looks pretty okay. Yeah, definitely looks like it has a bit of impact. I might just leave the windows blank. Just might. Well, why don't we actually? I'm trying to think. I think this should actually be a shadow. It's complete dark. It's much thicker than the reference. Kind of actually fucked that up completely. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Same here. This is what I mean to do. Yeah, that's a huge fuck up. Holy shit. How did I even how did I commit to that? Okay. How can I fix that? Maybe I can just do something like that. Right. I guess that looks like a window. Same thing here. Let's add a shadow right like this. And like that. Right, that's a window. Same here. Window. Where can I add some more shadows? I can add a shadow right here. It's actually not part of the reference, but it will create distinction. Right. Okay. I think that's okay. Probably a bit overworked, but I think that's okay. Right. Same with this. Might as well just. The reason I'm adding so much detail here is there's a specific reason behind it. Because you see this lower half, right? How I haven't touched it yet. This is actually much lighter than the top half. So now, from my understanding, to showcase contrast, right? And hold up, let me just. Yeah, to showcase contrast and to showcase like that they're different colors, right? This is lighter than this. I can just add less detail here. That's what I'm thinking. So something like these are sort of fences that these have. It's not gonna be perfect. Actually, I guess this is anything. It's all more abstract, but I'm going to do my best. And then we got a little bit of this one as well. Here to showcase shadow, I could just do something like that. here. And then I love how my lines really need work, because I can keep focusing on that. Right? And we can all see which lines need work and which ones are okay. Vertical lines, fine. Any line that requires this sort of motion, much more difficult, which is great. Also should define this silhouette a lot more than I already have. At least I thought I should. I don't know if that made it worse. And wonky lines make everything look worse. Let's just leave it. Nope. Gotta keep going, because now I feel compelled to. Okay, let's just leave it. I think I made it worse. Okay. This should be fairly simple. I just have to do this. And then let's carry the 1. Go. Over here, right? Ta-da! And up here, one more. Fuck. I fucked it up. These are windows, so let's just make them windows. Window. It might be a bit more messy on the bottom, but I will leave it for now. So yeah, let me take another break. I need to do my top right corner shit, and I have 12 minutes. So let's pick something very simple. I say simple, but it's likely not going to be simple. Oh, actually, this is a great exercise in drawing only the biggest shapes. So I could do that. I'm going to do another little building shack thingy I found. And I'm really only going to focus on the basic shapes. And this is 1-point perspective too. So it's actually, I guess in terms of just drawing, yeah, pretty simple, I would say. Pretty fucking simple. Is there anything else I want to add to this? Not really. It is what it is, right? It took me 48 minutes to do this entire thing, so it goes to show how difficult drawing buildings and rendering them can be. But I hope this was informative, at the very least. And just, I guess I could do this. Right? Yeah, cool. I think that really helps. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes it a bit better. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Let's not overwork the fuck out of it. And my chicken is done, so I got 10 minutes. Let me rest my brain and then move on to my top right corner thumbnail bullshit. I say thumbnail bullshit, but it's still something that I draw. So let's actually just create the little box for it now. Right? So this, I'm really just gonna focus on the most simplest of shapes. go. Rest of my brain. Okay, now this is as simple as this shape can get. And thus, I will most likely butcher it even then. Yeah, this is 1 point perspective. So let's just really focus on my lines, which evidently, as I've stated before, need a lot of work. Nice. Okay. That was a fuck up. And that was a fuck up too. Luckily, I'm rendering in pen and ink, so it's okay. This is like a little cone thingy. There you go. We have like a mini Taj Mahal. Yeah, how incredible would it be if I could draw extremely fine lines with a pen like this? Master Kim can, so if he can do it, I can do it, right? Isn't that the mentality we should all have? If they can do it, I can do it. Because why shouldn't I be able to do it? What differentiates them from me? If they're better than you, it's because they've worked harder. If they're worse than you, it's because you've worked harder. Yo, I'm drawing right now, okay? My sister's pissed at me now. Because I think she wanted some of my posters. But now she's just been doxxed on my YouTube videos. So that's why you don't... This is why you treat your younger brothers kindly, everybody. You never know what they're capable of. Especially when it comes to the internet. I probably mumbled that. Especially when it comes to the internet. I mumble a lot. The audio doesn't pick up what I say half the time. I'm just doing my best. Okay. Just trying to use the shadows. That actually ends up being pretty cool. It's not bad. And there's like random shit here. Which obviously my lines need to be much thinner for. Ooh, that's a nice little folded page. There you go. That. There's a light here, right? There's a light right around here. And we have our main part of the shack right around here. Cool. Alright, there's a bunch of random other bullshit here as well, so let's just add that. At this point, I don't even know if I'm practicing what Antonio said. Which is to push the blacks. To absolutely abuse them until there's nothing left. Except just crisp black. I don't know about that. I like having a little bit of white. I'm not a race trader or anything, but it is supposed to symbolize purity. Black symbolizes elegance, and white symbolizes purity. You cannot have one without the other, my friends. The word brown come from? We're the perfect mix, right? We're what everybody aspires to be. Everybody wants to be brown, isn't that right? You come for the art, but you come on the commentary, the racial commentary that opens your eyes to the world. And for that, you're welcome. But I don't want any more jizz, thank you. My mouth's already full. These are all like random posters and shit that's here. But this is the fun part, because now I just get to throw its surroundings in shadow. Like so. Right? Again, like fuck the detail. I can literally just draw little scribbles here. Same with this. What is this? Like some sort of weird package thing? Who fucking knows? And what's over here? There's another thing. Oh, this one is very easy. This is literally just gonna be all blacks. Ah, fuck, I fucked up. There's supposed to be something in front of this, but it's okay. Because I can just do this. Nobody will know. Apart from the fact that it looks very weird. Absolutely nobody will know. Cool. Oh, but we got a shadow here, which is nice. It's like that. No, wait, it's not like that. It's like this. Right? It's like this. And then it goes like that. So I can just cover all of this in shadow. Wonderful. Makes my life easy. All this for a little thumbnail. This is actually a really good practice though, because again, I can just focus on the big shapes and fuck the details with my above average 3mm times 5 to the power of 3. Somebody do the math on that. How many millimeters is that in? Is it actually above average? Bro, these fucking lines. Oh, the brush pen is such a difficult pen to use. Whatever, leave it. It's already losing cohesion. So, see, there's another shadow here going like this. The beautiful question is, let's make that all dark as shit too. That wasn't even a question. That was just something I decided to say. You can literally just start adding a bunch of blacks right around yonder. There you go. This is like a random poster, so let's just add some scribbles. Cool. And then what's this thing in the middle? Oh, that's another poster. And I guess more random. Like, there's much more going on, obviously, but this is, again, the whole point is to bring the gist of it. And then it cuts off like that. And we keep going. Whatever. And there's supposed to be chairs here, but I guess fuck the chairs, right? Fuck the chairs, right? Let's go. Woohoo. I'm surprised I made that with 1 hour to spare. Or 1 hour exactly. But we don't have to be done yet. I don't know if these shadows make sense, but I'm adding them. Same with this. This isn't in the reference, but it adds visual interest, which is what I want to do. Something like that. And we could even do something like this, I think. There, now it just looks like a bunch of tiles and shit. The ceiling, right? I'd like to hope. Cool. What else can I add? There's like shit here. What the hell was there supposed to be here? I think there's supposed to be something here. Oh yes, this was actually this. So we can just add come on, we don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Okay, cool. Nice. And I can just add more tiling. Right around here. Thin lines, not thick lines, thin lines. Come on, I can do this. Thin lines, focus, focus, thin, thin. That was thick. This one, thin, thin, thin. All right, that actually ended up looking pretty good. Now here's the thumbnail where I'll just put my pen here so it looks like I'm doing something, but I'm not. Actually, I might just, I might just. Oh, let me just add the pylon here. Yeah, there you go. Then this will be my thumbnail. Here, just adding a pylon. Don't mind me, just adding a pylon. And then shading the pylon. Right, cool. Oh wait, there's a little thingy here as well. I think that's a trash can. Adding the trash can. Whee! Cool. And we can just... There you go. That's in shadow as well. Alright, wonderful. Thank you all for watching. I have to go eat chicken. My sister's mad at me, so I gotta go figure out what that's all about. I'm pretty sure I did something wrong. It's always the man's fault! As always, keep drawing. Please give me money. Thank you very much. Goodbye.